Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ.
And PJ, we're coming to you. We're away. We're playing away here in this looks like Phoenix, Arizona. We'll be wearing our away blues in an intra-stadium challenge against the other Phoenix team, the Phoenix Sandcats.
Yes, sir. We had to go on the road to find our way home, Tom.
Yes, yeah. So it gives us a little different perspective. You'll get to see the other dugout. See how dirty the other teams leave it, but we'll leave it cleaner than we found it. But anyway, we're going up against these Sandcats here. These guys were the other team that Phoenix is proud to call their own. Did very well last season, made it into the playoffs. Like us, made it to the second round. For a little while there, there was a possibility of an all-Phoenix championship, which eroded quickly thereafter.
Yes, it did.
We and they know the sting of defeat. But anyway, a little bit about them. They just came off of a 9-3 or 9-5 win. You and I actually caught tickets to go see the game, saw them play an interdivisional game against the Grapplers that they won. So they're alone in first place in their division.
Yes, they are.
Some of the new players you know on this team, Hito Moonshot, obviously the big one picked up after last season. He played 43 games for the Nemesis last year and 162 at bats, got 45 hits, a 278 batting average. He's A ranked, and he's 12 for 44 this season. He's got a 273. He's got 2 home runs, so he's a formidable hitter. Down there on the bottom, they picked up a rookie, Dallas McGuire, backup catcher to Knox and he has yet to play any stats, so it's not sure whether or not we'll actually see him. They also picked up reliever and Sebastian Morrow, who played last season for the Buzzards, making $4.8 million, had a 3-4 record against that team last year. But what's his ERA? His average? I don't see his ERA. Oh, ERA 5.20. So it's not great, not awful, but he's versatile in that position. He can go back and forth. He's ball prone. And then other than that, I think to close it out, they got Gustavo Ochoa is a rookie this season. He's a 22-year-old. B- ranked relief pitcher, 3.9 million. Gustav has no wins, no losses, an 8.0 ERA. So it's possible we see him show up in today's game. And that's all I can tell you about them, Pete. Anything on your mind about the Sandcats?
No, just you talk about you talked about the huge pickup of Hito Moonshot, somebody I thought would be a career nemesis. I thought this guy was in tight there in Hawaii, and why would you ever want to leave? But major scoop. And then you get a lineup with Hito Moonshot and Marsha Brown, and then you follow that up with Dolph Stake. That's a pretty potent lineup right there.
Yeah, the winning recipe.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the last game, Pete. It started so quick I neglected to fire up the instant replay capture button once again. But hold on a second, catch my notes here. Okay, so I missed the Overdog's first run. I recall the first pitch ended, I think, on a triple, and the subsequent batter made it 1-0 in the top of the first. But then Beavis Ortiz responds by going on a tear. First, he strikes out the struggling Wedge Wagner to close out the first inning. And then he makes his second inning his own, dropping 3 in quick succession, starting with Dick Berger, then Oscar Donaldson, and finally Cat McCarthy to close out the third inning. It was awesome. Beavis Ortiz looked solid.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was determined on the mound this day, Tom.
Ortiz continues his run then to the bottom of the third, closing out against our old friend Yvette Victorino. But Wedge Wagner shows he's a dangerous hitter, not to be taken lightly, even when rattled, as he defies his nervous state, sending this one deep over the wall, luckily with no one else on base, and the Overdogs extend their lead to 2. Unfortunate. But a little later, with 2 strikes against him, Overdogs first baseman Oscar Donaldson hits this fly ball out to center field, where Magic Moore inexplicably whipsaws, and the runner from third tags up and scores, putting the Overdogs out first by 3-0. There was a little poor play in the field a few times by the Beewolves, so it was a little bit scary to see at first.
Yeah, it was. They seemed very shaky at the start of the game, but it seemed like about midpoint on, seemed like they started to put things together, I thought.
Yeah, well, like you say, there's a lull in the action until the bottom of the sixth, and the Beewolves finally get on the board with this Buster Biggs double, hot on the heels of the Billy LaPointe double of all people, bringing LaPointe in from second, and it's 3-1. And that's where the magic starts, Pete. We're going to see a rare spectacle in baseball, and it all starts with Magic Moore, who rides one out over the left field wall, bringing the Beewolves one run closer and to within a run of the tie. That then is followed immediately by the very next batter, Bertha Banks, who does what she does enough to be known for it, and that's to drive one deep out over the right field wall. And it's a tie ball game. Back-to-back home runs. High fives everywhere, crowd going nuts, but that's not the kicker. The true spectacle comes to a close after the next batter, Steve Monstour, gets a hold of a 3-1 pitch and jams a line drive out into the concourse in right center field, completing the back-to-back-to-back home runs, putting up 3 straight, propelling the Beewolves into the lead. I felt bad for Chasey Kimpe because he's a solid pitcher, but he never recovered from that during the match and ended up getting pulled shortly thereafter.
Yeah, I mean, Chasey Kim has been rolling along, one of the best players in the league over the past 2 seasons, and he came in, his typical self, leading the league. He after he had a 1.06 ERA when he came in, but for any pitcher, even a seasoned veteran, it's hard to overcome a back-to-back home run day. It just doesn't. It sticks in the craw a little bit. That tends
It does. That's not one you want hanging on your belt. Well,
no.
Bertha Banks gets another RBI. Then in the bottom of the 8th, with 2 outs and runners at the corners, she drives this one out in the right center field, bringing in Ginny Torrance, and that's where the scoring ends. As Smack Avery comes in to relieve Beavis Ortiz, finally closing out the game on this grounder to second base, and the Beewolves take one from the Dogs in an exciting home game.
It was so great to see. Yeah, Smack Avery's been on. He's registered 2 saves so far this season, but I think he's actually made more than 2 appearances. Just didn't earn the save, and he's been solid. Still no ERA. Nobody's hit the guy yet. So that's what you want in a closing pitcher.
That is, very underrated.
Yeah.
Moose.
Same thing with the power. Same thing with the Beewolf power. Yeah. They don't give them any credit.
Between you and me, underpaid. Anyway, Moose goes.
Well, our good friend Hanley Dexterous went 0 for the day again, so we may have some money opening up soon.
Well, the Michigan Moose start off 8 of the other games we want to tell you about in the league, Pete. They were out in Tacoma to face the Arctics. You want to tell us how that one went?
Surely the Moose. Moose travel to the Arctics, take an early lead, and they're able to hold on and win 5-2.
Hawks visit the Freebooters down in Fort Lauderdale, and they throttle them 10-2.
Oh. Front runners travel to the Gold Coast, and it's a front runner win 6-2.
The Wild Pigs go out to Hawaii. They cross their fingers and hope for the best, and it worked.
The Herbisaurs taking on the Warblers in the Warbler home is 6-0 Herbisaurs.
The second place Blowfish face the last place Buzzards in Colorado, and it's a big Buzzards win, 15-3.
The Jacks travel to take on the Platypi, and it's all Platypi, 8-1.
The Outlaws face the Arctics in the bottom of the second to last, and it's an Outlaws win shutout, 4-0. So
that's the way you do that.
That is the way that it is done. Why don't you start us off in the Pioneer Conference? Give us the standings.
All right, we'll take a look at the standings. Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division. The Crocodons sitting with a comfortable lead with a record of 8-3 and a 1-game lead over the Blowfish, who are in second place with a record of 7-4. Crocodons with a plus 31 run differential, which I believe is the best in the league right now.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, the Uncharted Division, the 4-place tie for first. All teams won their games in this last one. They all have a record of 7-4. The Uncharted Division. So yeah, they are all at 636. The entire division has plus a positive run differential. The only division in the league. The Buzzards, poor old Buzzards, only at 5-6, which isn't awful. They're 2 games back in last place.
Down in the Journey Division, our opponents today, the Sandcats, are holding a 2-game lead over the Grapplers with a record of 6-5. The Grapplers are in second place with a record of 4-7 and a half-game lead over the Arctics, who are in third place.
In our conference, the Explorer Conference Seafarer Division, the frontrunners have bumped up into the league alongside the Jacks, 6-5. No real surprise there. It's getting boring. right behind them, one game back. Who else but the Detroit Heaters at 5-6.
Yes, sir. In our very own trade division, the Sirloins still sitting on top with a record of 8-3. They have a one-game lead over the Water Bullets, who are sitting in second place with a record of 7-4. Our very own Beewolves sitting alone in third place with a record of 5-5, playing 500 ball. They're 2.5 games out of first, and they got a run differential of a -1.
And down in the Curiosity Division, the San Jose Sawteeth are at the top, but they're hand in hand with the San Diego Moonstars. Both teams at 7-4. Both teams are exactly 3 games ahead of both the Warblers and the Widelows. So there's only 2 places in that 4-team division.
Worst or first in the Curiosity Division,
and their records are inverse.
Yes.
All right. That brings us to today's game, regular season game 11-44. Pete, we got a live from the Hive coming up after this one. Not immediately after, but coming up soon. We'll talk some back office stuff. The Beewolves take a closer look at their roster and see if any changes need to be made. The Beewolves are setting at 500 ball right now, 5-5, and they're going up against like we said, the other Phoenix team, the first place Sandcats, who didn't get the home field advantage because of their record. They just got it at the beginning of the season. They are extreme defensive experts. So we saw them play. They're fast. They're defensive. They got a good hand and good contact. They only really lack in power in their rotation. So we got to hope to go to make their starting pitcher pitch a lot of pitches so that we can tire them out early and get them toward the second half of the game. On our mound,
sir.
We're going to be starting our right-hander, third in line but not third best, Fran Japani. She throws the ball harder than most pitchers with respectable junk and just slightly off-average accuracy. She's got a 1-run record on the season, again starting bad and then following that up with a good showing. She's got a 9.26 ERA, which is nothing to brag about, but which is something that you could easily whittle down. She also has a 1.54 whip, Pete, and she's got attitude.
Yes, she does, and she's going to have some players behind her, Tommy.
Who are they?
Laura Franco is back from the injured reserve. She's got a couple games under her belt, and she's starting to settle in, I think. Laura Franco will be at first base. She has excellent power, very good ability to connect, and very good speed on a base pass. She's hitting .357 so far this year with 1 home run. Hanley Dexter is the shortstop. He's got better than average power, excellent connectivity, ability to connect, and excellent speed. He's hitting .278 with 3 home runs. Been a little bit of hot and cold. I mean, he came off a 5-for-5 day with 2 home runs and then followed it up with an 0-for-4. So he's on or off. That just really depends. Buster Biggs out in left field. He's got good power. He's got better than average ability to connect, and he's got good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .325 with 2 home runs as well, Tom. So that's what we're bringing to the table.
All right, I'm ready to eat.
Yes.
So you can get some peanuts and some nachos. Best nachos in the league down here. Anyway, we're going to be going up against the locked-in starting pitcher, the right-hander Sebastian Morrow. We told you he played for the he's the flexible relief starting / pitcher who played for the Buzzards last year in Colorado, hoping to improve. He's hoping to get a record. He throws the ball a little harder than most, and he's got respectable junk and accuracy. Again, no record, no ERA, 1.030 whip, 1.03 whip, which actually shows he has played. But briefly and well.
Yes, he has not earned a decision, but it does not look like he's given up any runs. So that's how that looks. And behind him, like we talked about a little while ago, Marsha Brown in right field with excellent power, very good ability to connect at home plate, and excellent speed. She's hitting .347 this season with 1 home run. Hito Moonshada, the man of the hour. He's playing third base, got excellent power. He's got a little bit better than average ability to connect, but he's kind of slow on the base pass. So he could be a corker. He's hitting .273 with 2 home runs. And then Knox Oxensoxen, the catcher, with very good speed, excellent fielding, and very good arm, almost excellent arm. So he's going to be hard to run on if he's back catching for Morrow. He's hitting .250 on the season with no home runs.
And Marsha Brown, second in the league for runs, so she's definitely someone we know to look after because we saw her play a full season out there in Santa Monica.
Yes, and that's right. When we were over there with the Overdogs, and we know Marsha Brown can be clutch. She can be clutch.
She can. You could say that twice. Hanley Dexter's is going to lead off the hitting here, and he's going to be playing shortstop. Second line is going to be Buster Biggs playing left field. Laura Franco is going to be batting third this time, playing first base. Ruby Green is going to come in and hit DH because of the situation where the Sandcats, the home team, they play the designated hitter, so Ruby Green is going to hit for Frangipani. Gina Torrance then will bat fifth, and she is locked in and will play her native second base. Magic Moore is going to play center field. He's also locked in. Billy LeBoink will bat seventh, play right field. Bertha Banks will play third base, batting eighth. Batting ninth, there's going to be a last-minute change. It's not going to be Eliza Peck. It's going to be Steve Montstuhl, who did so well in that last game, hitting that third straight home run. Steve will take a seat when he's tired, and that will give way to Eliza Peck in the future. And Pete, they're ready to throw us down to the field. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's get this going on. Red Rock with the roof open. Nothing better.
Nice little breeze there between your teeth.
Yes, sir.
It's an odd analogy. The wind whistling between your teeth.
There you go.
The gaps in your teeth.
Going for the Sandcats, Brown in right field, Bentley at first base, Harvey the designated hitter, Moonshada playing third, Draper at second, Dolph Stake in left field, Park playing shortstop, Oxen Soxen catching, and Sampson in center field. So as we start off in the top of the first, Hanley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, and Laura Franco going to get a first look at Sebastian Morrow, who takes the bump with no ERA.
At least we get a bat
point in the season.
Now
the place is up for grabs, Pete.
Hanley Dexteris.
Yes, sir. We got the blues on. I like that.
Hanley Dexteris is going to start off the festivities here. First pitch, he hits it hard into the gap in left center field. Dolph State picks it up and pours it in, and the crowd doesn't know what to say as he gets his single. First pitch, the Beewolves fans let themselves be heard.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, hitting .325 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. There's a roller to the shortstop who won't make a play at second, go right to first to get Biggs. So Hanley Dexteris now standing at second with 1 out.
The Beewolves getting things started here really quick. 2 pitches, 2 hits, but they want to slow down a little bit to get get Sebastian Morrow throwing some pitches. Laura Franco comes up, and he goes back to second to try and pick off Hanley Dexteris. Almost causes a drop ball. It's like corner ball 2. Laura Franco has good patience. He's going to let him throw a little bit. Got great power. Hits that one hard down the line. Foul ball, third base line. 2-1 the count. That one is way up and inside. 3-1. And Sebastian Morrow's ball prone. But he throws that one right to her, Pete, and it's a mistake. Deep over the center field wall. That's gone. Early first inning. 2-run home run by Laura Franco. And the Beewolves, 444 feet. It's her second home run and 4th RBI of the season. Well timed, and the Beewolves grabbed that prize early lead.
Yeah, she's starting to settle in, Tommy. Ruby Green, the designated hitter, is hitting 118. I'd like to see her get off the snide. Starts getting some good at bats here.
Yeah.
That one's low, ball 1. That's fouled off along the third baseline. And Moonshada with a diving catch for the second out. Oh my!
That was impressive. That was impressive. Gina Torrance hitting .462 on the season. Hits the little Texas leaguer over the head of Moonshada into left field. Ball Stakes will pick it up and hold her up to just 1. But the Beewolves looking strong here offensively, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're going after him. Magic Moore, the center fielder's locked in and fit, hitting .400.
It's not a typo.
So far this season. No, sir. That's in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the first. That one's down. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs.
Nope.
That's popped up on the infield. The pitcher is out and makes the catch for the 3rd out. But the Beewolves put 2 on the board, making it 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the first. Marsha Brown, Hercules Bentley, and Hoots Harvey going to take a look at Frangipani, who's taking the one with an ERA of 9.26. Marsha Brown, the right fielder's neutral and fit, hitting .347, a home run and 6 RBIs. First pitch from Japani, swing and a miss. Marsha Brown, no balls, 1 strike. That's outside, evens the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marsha Brown playing right field today for the Sandcats. That's in there for a called strike, and Brown now finds herself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs in the bottom of the first. There's a roller to Dexteras. They'll pick it up, make the throw over to Franco, and retire Marsha Brown for the first out of the inning. Hercules Bentley, the first baseman, is locked in and well. He's hitting .353 on the season with 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. There's a roller, and Franco's going to get it. She's making the run over, and she's going to beat Bentley to the base for the second out. And it's 1-2. Hoots Harvey, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. He's hitting .275. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Again, this team can hit the long ball, that's for sure. That's popped up, and Hanley Dexteras is getting out there in shallow center. Makes the catch from with his back to the infield. A little kind of looks like there was a little mix-up between him and Magic Moore. Coming up at the top of the it's 2-0 as we head in the top of the second. Billy LeBoink, Bertha Banks, and Steve Monstour are going to face off against Morrow, who's thrown 13 pitches with an ERA of 1.98. Billy LeBoink.
Fast pace so far here, Pete. That was a great defensive inning. Billy LeBoink hits that one right past the shoulder of Morrow into center field. That's, again, first pitch, first single, and the Beewolves are putting the screws to Blake.
And now we got the corker. Bertha Banks, the third baseman. She's hitting .423 with 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. That's high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with a runner at first base, but that runner's not going to take off. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. That's popped up into left field, and it's going to be caught by Dolph Stake. And the corker's just getting back to first base now. So 1 out with a runner at first.
That would almost carried.
Yeah.
Steve Monstour coming off that big home run in that last game. He's .292. He's got power against right-handers. Hits it with the hands. Tough dive by the second baseman who tries to get it. Mr. Draper cannot quite pull it in. And he makes first beat, runs at first and second, going 1 out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hanley Dexteras neutral and fit. 1 for 1 with a single today. Beewolves 2, Sandcats nothing in the top of the second. That's inside, ball 1, almost. Dexteras had to do a little hula there to get out of the way. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Hanley Dexteras. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 3, and Morrow now is in the hole. He's walk prone with 3 balls. That's in there for called strike. The count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Oh, just got the inside corner for the called third strike, and Hanley Dexteras is down on strikes.
Boy, I thought that one might have missed a little inside, but I guess the ump wanted him to swing for it. First pitch is high to Buster Biggs, hitting .317 on the season. Buster having a good day here so far today. That one 93 miles an hour, misses again. 2-0 the count. 3-0 the count with 2 outs left. Buster Biggs may get pace for. And he does a 4-pitch walk beat. The bases are loaded.
Yes, sir. And Alora Franco 1 for 1 with a home run, 2 RBIs today, hitting .400. Franco playing first base. Bases are loaded with 2 outs in the top of the second. That's low, ball 1. That's in there for called strike. The count is evened up, 1-1. Morrow throwing a lot of pitches here. That's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That one's low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike, and Morrow is walk prone when he gets behind by 3. Munchada reaches the mid-out and grabs a hard hit line drive off the bat of Alora Franco for the 3rd out. But it's 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the second. Hito Munchada, Winston Draper, and Dolph Stake going to face off against Japani, who threw 6 pitches and brought her ERA down to 8.53.
You heard the name. Hito Munchada, .273, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, likes his pitches up near the logo. Check swing on that first pitch. This is outside by Fran Japani. This is only her 8th pitch coming up right here. Beat the bottom of the second. Little liner down the first base line, but it's going to go foul. Harmless. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the second. The fans starting to let themselves be heard here. Check swing on that one. Misses a little bit low. 2-1 a count to Hito Munchada. Number 40 throws a 10th pitch. Inside corner, jammed up. Fouls it back. That's a souvenir for some lucky Sandcats fan. And gets him low and away outside corner. Nice curveball. It strikes out Hito Moonshot.
Yes, sir.
Winston Draper had that tough hit. Dropped it earlier on. Hitting 750 on the season. He's locked in. Outfield's going to go deep. He's a power hitter. So you never know what he can do. He's got 1 home run on the season already. Watching that first one come inside corner, strike 1. He may be a no-swing first pitch batter, but now he's dangerous. Hits that one hard liner to Bertha Banks, who dives for it. Can't quite scoop it. Makes its way into the gap in left field, where Buster Biggs throws it to first base. Nice single there by Winston Draper. Dolph Stake, one of my favorites, hitting 286 on the season. Still haven't made their way through the rotation yet. First pitch by Japani makes it high and inside, strike 1. We're going to count the Dolph Stake, 1 out. Hard hit to Bertha Banks, who dove up but could not get the ball. Buster Biggs is going to whip it to third base to make sure he doesn't get an extra one. And Sank 1 out. And we saw Rodney Park here, third free throw on the season. He was instrumental in that last win against the Grapplers. So she's got to be careful with Rodney Park. He's a good contact hitter, not a whole lot of power. Check swing. Strike 1 to Rodney. I love Rodney's cigar bar. Every time I go there, Pete. Oh, that one misses near the hands. 2-0 the count for Rodney Park. Japani corner, 18th pitch, makes it in there. Low inside corner, strike 1. Going to count. Hoping for a double play. Here are the Beewolves. Fran Japani patient. Gets the pitch selection she likes. Winds up, tosses it. This is just high. Be careful with Rodney Park. 3-1 the count. That one's hit hard to Hanley Dexteros, who trips on his shoelaces. Trying to get that one. Buster Biggs throws it in to get another single. And the bases are loaded with 1 out, and the Sandcats fans are on their feet. Catcher knocks Oxen Socks and hitting 250. The Beewolves can get out of this with a double play. Little roller hit down the line toward the Beewolves dugout. 0-1 count. Japani still cool as a cucumber. That one inside corner going over. Alora Peck. Oh, can't quite get her mid on it. Foul ball into the count. Pressure's up here. There's a little roller on the third base line. Foul ball. Still anticipated that one. Hanley Dexteros. He throws it over the second. Can't quite pick off the runner. Good base running by the Sandcats. The Beewolves get 1 more out, and they're close to being able to get out of this one without a run. Super Sampson comes up. Fast runner, not great contact. Anticipated that pitch, and that's going to go out in the left field. Buster Biggs picks it up. Throws over to second base. Then 2 runners come in, Pete. It's a tie ball game. Oh, always the damage done with 2 outs. You know? Marsha Brown is 0 for 1 of the. Wow! She breaks a light out there on the foul ball on the first base line. That one misses outside. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. A dangerous power hitter. Check swing, strike 2. And again, Fran Japani, who's now tense, is hoping to get out of this. Gina Torrance runs over, picks it up, throws her out at first base on that side.
Well, they get 2. That stunk. So it's Beewolves 2 runs on 5 hits. Sandcats 2 runs on 4 hits. Ruby Green 0 for 1. Gina Torrance 1 for 1. And Magic Moore 0 for 1. Morrow's at 33 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, giving up 5 hits. The ZRA's at 1.54. Ruby Green, the first baseman, the designated hitter, she's 0 for 1 today.
DH. As a DH, she wants to go something for something. First pitch is high, but in there for a strike. That one is hit hard left field, Pete, and she shows her worth, and she nails that one just over the left center field wall. That is a home run. You do not pitch that pitch to Ruby Green. She shows it by hitting it 396 feet. It's her first home run and first RBI of the season, and it puts the Beewolves back where they belong in the lead.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman, 1 for 1 with a single today. Morrow's at neutral and fit. Delivers his 36th pitch for a called strike. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gina Torrance. That's in there for a called strike. Torrance behind in count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Torrance fouls that one off along the first baseline, out of play. Oh, right back at Morrow was able to make the catch and make the throw to Bentley for the first out. So 1 out, and Magic Moore, the center fielder, is neutral and fit steps up.
Well, Torrance didn't get on, but she did make him throw a few pitches. Bastion Morrow throwing his 41st pitch here. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count Magic Moore, top of the third, 3-2 Beewolves. That one misses, and it's now one apiece. High and inside misses again. Good patience by Magic Moore, 2-1. That one, the spot he likes, a little inside, we pulled it foul over the first base line. That one's hit hard, but it's a liner straight to our friend Rodney Park, who throws him out for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
All right, Billy LeBoink, the right fielder. He's neutral and fit, likes the high pitch. He's 1 for 1 today. Top of the third, 2 outs. Beewolves 3, Sandcats 2. That one's outside, ball 1. That's in there. That's going right into center field for a clean single, and Billy LeBoink is on base.
All right.
When is Billy LeBoink not on base?
All right. What a year he's having. It's quietly. Bertha Banks, third baseman. 0 for 1, hitting 407. Always capable of taking another out. One's low. Ball 1 to Bertha Banks. Slow runner at first base. And
No.
Bertha steal. That's an easy pop up to center field. Waving it off. It's going to be Super Samson to end that side.
Yeah, it's not good. But the Beewolves pick up another run on a home. 3 runs on 7 hits. Sandcats 2 runs on 4 hits. Hercules Bentley 0 for 1. Hoots Harvey 0 for 1. And Hito Moonshot 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Japani's at 29 pitches with 1 strikeout. Hercules Bentley is locked in and well playing first base. He's 0 for 1 today, though. He's outperforming his season stats. That's off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. Nice curve by Japani. 1-1 to Bentley. That's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Hercules Bentley, the first baseman.
Oh.
He anticipated that one, and it's going deep. And Magic Moore is there to make the catch in deep center field for the first out. Hoots Harvey, the center fielder, neutral and fit, known as an RBI man around the league. He can't get an RBI here because there's nobody on base. 1 out with the base is empty. There's a shot that's going to Dexteras. Will pick it up, make a quick throw to Franco for the second out. And Hito Moonshata is tense but fit. Likes the high pitch, but he's 0 for 1 today with a strike. Japani delivers, and there's a roller that's going to go right to Gina Torrens. Will pick it up, make the throw to Franco, and it's 3 up, 3 down. As we head into the top of the 4th, Beewolves 3, Sandcats 2. Steve Monstour 1 for 1. Hanley Dexteras 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 with a walk. Sebastian Moreau at 49 pitches with 1 strikeout, 1 walk, giving up 7 hits. The ZRA is up to 2.13, Tommy. Steve Monstour, the catcher's got power versus right-handed pitching. Monstour takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. That's inside as well. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Monstour. There's a smash right up the gut into center field for a clean single. And Steve Monstour standing at first base with nobody out.
Looking good today, Pete. I think they almost played Elijah Peck. Nothing against Elijah Peck. Hanley Dexteras, 1 for 2. Starting off good so far. He's got a runner at first base, no outs. Bottom of the 4th. That pitch barely makes it in there. And Morrow is throwing 53 pitches. Here comes his 54th. Check swing. Good one to pull back there, Hanley Dexteras. Quickly he falls 2-0 on the count. 3-0 on the count here. They may be walking Hanley Dexteras. He's ball prone. I don't see him coming in with 3 straight pitches. He does
what? Morrow's starting to show signs of wear, Tommy, out there. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, steps in. He's 0 for 1 in today. Neutral and fit. He walked his first time up. Sebastian Moreau at 56 pitches. That's in there for a called strike to Buster Biggs. Strike 1. That one's off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with nobody out. There's a sacrifice bunt that's down, and it's going to work. Buster Biggs is able to move the runners to second and third, but he was thrown out at first. So runners at second and third with 1 out, and Alora Franco steps in.
She's 1 for 2 today with a big home run. She's got 2 runners in scoring position. An outfield single would have brought them both in. She gets thrown out at first, but she gets that sacrifice RBI, Pete. Looks good.
Yeah. That was not good. Ruby Green, the first baseman, 1 for 2 with a home run and an RBI. Runner at third base with 2 outs. That's inside, ball 1. My partner was right. Just a single brings in another run. There it is right there. Ruby Green goes up the gut into center field for a clean single, and Hanley Dexteras will cross the plate, making the score 5-2 Beewolves, Tommy.
Wow.
Gina Torres.
about as well as we could have hoped for. Gina Torrance, there goes Sebastian Murphy, and we've gotten to their weakness. We are now
Yes,
into
sir.
the Sandcats relief. Gemma Yago, the reliever, comes in. She doesn't throw the ball entirely hard, doesn't put much junk on it, but she's accurate. She's got good stamina, so she hasn't pitched much lately. She's ball prone, but also a K-man. I don't know how that's possible, but I guess when she's got I forget. Anyway, she throws a forefinger, the cut finger, and the curveball. So she does put a little bit of movement on it. Gina Torrance is going to watch to see what she throws here. The first one's in for a strike. Now she's got taken a look at her. Got to run at first base. And that's a nice single. A little looper in the center field. Sampson holds him up. That's another single, and the Sandcats got to get out of this one. Quick repeat.
Now batting.
Yes, sir. Magic Moore, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 2, though, today, hitting .378. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Moore takes the first pitch for a cold strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and Moore's in the hole now, 0-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
Oh,
That's in there for a called third strike, and Magic Moore goes down on strikes. But the Beewolves put 2 more on the board, Tommy, making it 5-2. Beewolves out hitting the Sandcats 10-4. Winston Draper 1 for 1, Dolph Stake 1 for 1, and Rodney Park 1 for 1. Japani's at 35 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 4 hits.
Gemma Yago looked good on that last one. He 3 quick strikes.
She did.
Winston Draper comes up. I didn't see what it was in the day, but I know his average right there. 800. 8 times out of 10 he gets on base. He's locked in too. The outfield's going to fade back because they know what he can do. And it's not a game that the Sandcats can't get back in. 2 quick pitches. One's a ball. The next is a strike. Frangipani's even up at bottom of the 4th, 5-2 Beewolves. Her 38th pitch. A little looper makes it in there. Grounder. Back to the mound. She throws it to first for that first out. Good pace so far.
The left fielder.
Adolphus Stakis, 1 for 1 with a single, leaning back in the left-hand batter's box, looking like he's ready to drill one out. Not a huge power hitter, but really good contact hitter. First pitch misses inside, ball 1 to Mr. Stake. The Beewolves fans on their feet, but the Cats fans on their feet trying to get their team back in this. Second one misses 2-0 count to Dolph Stake. That one's right in there, and he hits it hard, but it's a liner to Buster Biggs in left field for that second out.
The shortstop.
And now she's facing our friend Rodney Park, 1 for 1 with a single. A .356 batting average, 6 RBIs, no home runs. If he wants another RBI, he's gonna have to get one of those. Hits a little flubber past the mound, but Gina Torrance bare hands, whips it to first, and we're out of that side feet.
That's what we're talking about. Going into the top of the 5, it's top of the 5th. It's Beewolves 5, Sandcats 2, Billy LeBoy 2 for 2, Bertha Banks 0 for 2, Steve Monster 2 for 2. Yago's at 5 pitches with 1 strikeout, giving him 1 hit. Her ERA is 4.8, Tommy. This guy is on fire. Billy LeBoy is neutral and fit, likes the high pitch. He's 2 for 2 today.
Look at this guy. Who does this guy think he is? Billy LeBoink or something? First pitch misses in there outside. 1-0 count from Gemma Yago, who did very well on that last one. Now she's at 1 apiece, a foul ball. This is high and inside of that one. Yago throws her 9th pitch right in there, strike 2. We're even at 2-2. She's known as a K-man. She likes to put him away. Nice slider outside, and that's hitting right field, and it's good to land in there. In front of Marshall Brown.
3 for 3.
Yeah, what a day for the old man.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman, steps in. She's neutral and fit, but she's 0 for 2 today. It'd be nice to see her get off the snide. Billy LeBoy standing where he always stands at first base. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's popped up into foul territory along the first baseline, and Bentley is able to get over and make the catch for the first out. Poor Banks is having some trouble.
Yeah, she's not quite reading it right. Steve Monster, on the other hand, 2 for 2 today, hit 346. Looking to get a repeat home run in the next game. From out even first. First one misses, ball 1. He gets a hold of that, pulls it down the right line, but it drifts a little foul before it gets to the base. 1 apiece. High, good patience. 93 miles an hour there by Gemma Yago. Gets that one outside corner, strike 2, 2-2 with only 1 out and a runner on. It's got to be an outfield hit. Hey, and it is! To get LeBoy to second base, he practically needs a wheelchair to get there.
He does, but he gets there. He gets there.
He does what he's got to do. He leaves it all on the
Superstar
field.
shortstop. Hanley Dexteras, 1 for 2 today. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Yago's high with her delivery. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a smash that's going caught to Draper. Oh, double play. They get Billy LaPointe doubled off of second base because he was leaning the wrong way. But we're going in the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 Beewolves. Oxen Soxen, Super Sampson, and Marsha Brown. Super Sampson 1 for 1. Japani threw some pitches. Knox Oxen Soxen's neutral and fit 0 for 1 today. He's hitting 241 on the season. Beewolves with a 3-run lead. Japani delivers for called strike. Strike 1. That's inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Knox Oxen Soxen. Japani delivers. Outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That's in there for called second strike. Evens up the count at 2-2. Japani at 46 pitches in the 5th inning. Oh, that one's just high, and the count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Knox Oxen Soxen. There's a roller, and Torrens is going to get there and pick it up, make the throw to Franco for the first out.
Boy, Torres really closed that gap quick.
Yes, she did. Super Sampson, the center fielder, he's 1 for 1 today. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, nobody on. Sampson takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Bonnie delivers a high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. There's a rock. And Japani dives, picks it up, makes the throw to get Sampson for the second out.
What a play.
She had to dive for that one, Tommy. Marsha Brown, the right fielder, 0 for 2 today. She's playing right field for the Sandcats.
Playing it the right way.
2 out. That's right. That one's off the plate. Ball 1. Outside. Ball 1. Japani delivers inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Marsha Brown. 2 outs with the bases empty. That's in there for called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Brown. There's a roller back to Japani. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first to retire Marsha Brown, whose mojo is taking a hit. 3 up, 3 down. We're heading into the top of the 6th. Beewolves 5, Sandcats 2. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 with a walk. Alora Franco 1 for 3 with a home run. Ruby Green 2 for 3 with a home run. Yago's at 19 pitches with 1 strikeout, giving up 3 hits. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today, but he did get a walk.
Beewolves want bragging rights, Pete. And Buster Biggs is going to see what he can do to get him. Hit that one hard down the line. A diving stop at Hercules Bentley. Nice defense. Tosses to the running Yago to get that first out.
Alora Franco, the first baseman's neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a home run today. First pitches. Franco gets on it. Draper dives for it, but is unable to make the throw in time. So Alora Franco legs out an infield single.
Ruby Green 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and 2 RBIs, Pete. With a fast runner at first base, Yago floats one in there and makes it in for a strike. Now they go to first to try and get Franco, and they don't get her in time. That one's high, ball 1 to Ruby Green. The second one, outside, ball 2. There goes Franco for second base, a hit and run. Oh, and knocking it down is Rodney Park. It makes a nice defensive move. But Ruby Green decides to stay there. She couldn't quite tell if they're going to pick it up and throw it out. Nice single.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman's locked in fit. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. There are runners at first and second right now, both with pretty good speed, with only 1 out in the top of the 6th. That pitch from Yago is high, ball high. That's fouled off along the first baseline into the stands. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a smash. That's going. Everybody back. Everybody back. Everybody back. Everybody back. Long fly ball into right field. It got caught by the right fielder, Marsha Brown, for the second out.
Almost. She almost got it, Pete. That was a good hit by
she did.
Gina Torrance. Got 2 runners on base. 2 lovely. Wow. Hits that one into his own dugout. I just got something against the skipper there. Ball 1. That one misses 1 and 1. Top of the 6th inning, 5-2 Beewolves.
Oh no.
That's an easy pop up, but it's going to drift back behind the net. Another souvenir. Gemma Yago, the K-Man, throws a 30-second pitch. It's a liner straight to Rodney Park to get that easy out and end the top of the 6th.
Yes, they did. So no runs in that one. Beewolves, 5 runs on 14 hits. Sandcats, 2 runs on 4. We're going into the bottom of the 6th. Hercules Bentley 0 for 2. Hoots Harvey 0 for 2. And Hito Moonshada 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Japani's at 55 pitches with 1 strikeout so far, Tommy. I'd like to see her get some more Ks.
Great.
But these guys are, I don't want her dancing too much around these guys.
No,
they could start going deep pretty quick.
Hercules Bentley's one to do it. Swing and a miss on a home run looking swing there. He's a power hitter, is locked in. Not quite 100% physical condition. Japani's going right at him. Quickly 0-2. Oh, going for the 3-pitch strikeouts. A little liner to Jimmy Torrance on the ground. Picks it up, goes to first. And Bentley suffers a little to the ego there. And Japani gains a little bit. It's Harvey 0 for 2 on the day. A solid power hitter. Japani not scared. She's locked in now too. Closing in on 60 pitches. Looks for the right signal from Monstour. Gets it. Winds up. Flings it. Right in there. Hit hard down the line. Foul ball on the third base side. That beats Harvey. Bouncing in his step. Looking for that right pitch. His delivery. Inside. Makes an inside corner strike. 2. No swing. 0 to the count. 1 out. Cats fans on their feet behind the mound. That goes right back to Japani. She throws to first. 2 quick outs. The Beewolves look good defensively here in the field. Hito Moonshada tense. 0 for 2. Still with a lot of power. So the outfield is going to respect him and go back. Ryan Japani just past the 60 pitch mark at 61. 62 right here. Low and outside. Makes it in there somehow. 0-1 the count. Moonshada. It's fastball, low and inside. Quickly 2 strikes. She's way ahead of him in command. She just doesn't want to pitch him something he can take out. Pops up a nice curveball behind the plate. Steve Monstour wave him off. That's going to be 3 quick outs, Pete. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can't complain. She's keeping guys off the base. I'd just like to see her get a couple more Ks. The 7th inning, Beewolves 5, Sandcats 2, Billy LeBoy 3 for 3, Bertha Banks 0 for 3, Steve Monstour 3 for 3, Yago's at 32 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 5 hits. Her ERA is at 4.24. Billy LeBoy is neutral and fit. He favors the high pitch. He's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles, hitting .405 on the season with a home run, 11 RBI. Ooh, he pops that one in foul territory. The third baseman, Muchada's under it to make the catch for the first out.
Didn't have to dive at that time. But the Banks up 0 for 3, having the opposite day. Maybe now she'll get her first one. She's 379 with 4 home runs. That one's inside, I guess. Ball 1 from Gemma Yago. Her second pitch is in there. Bertha Banks hits it hard. It's a liner to Muchada, who knocks it down.
Go.
Couldn't quite stop it. She's going to go
for 2.
She's going to slide in, and she's out. Too slow.
Jeez. Thought she was faster than that. Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral pitch. So as you heard, Gemma Yago is going to take a seat, and Gasser Morris, the relief pitcher, is going to come in. Morris with a 10.12 ERA, a 2.25 whip, and 13 strikeouts on the season. He's neutral and fit. He's got amazing velocity. He's got less than average junk, and he's got pretty good fairly good accuracy. He's not fully rested, so he's pitched recently. He's known around the league as a specialist. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, a slider, and a changeup. He's going to be facing off against Steve Monstour, who's hitting .370 this season. There's a shot. Ooh. And again, Hito Moonshada is unable to corral the ball, so Steve Monstour will pull in, and Moonshada's mojo has gone down even more.
And what a day Steve Monstour is having, Pete, there. Hanley 1 for 3. He'd like to go 2 for 4 to make it a respectable day. Watch the first pitch. Gasser Morris misses way outside. He's tense already. And Dexteris hits that one into the gap. That's going around the third. The batter's going to come all the way around, Pete. All the way. He's running for home. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. Nice slide by Monstour. It's a 6-2 game.
All right. Monstour. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit. 0 for 2 with a walk today. Hanley Dexteris standing at second with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. There's a shot to shortstop. Second baseman Draper, who throws over to Bentley for the third out. But the Beewolves go up by one more, Tommy. It's 6 runs on 17 hits. The Sandcats 2 runs on 4. Winston Draper 1 for 2. Dolph Stake 1 for 2. And Rodney Park 1 for 2. Japani's thrown 64 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 4 hits, and an ERA's dropped to 7.13, Tommy. Winston Draper, the second baseman's locked in and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a single today.
Take a
hitting
breath.
667.
Take a breath.
It happened so fast. I'm trying to keep up. He's hitting 667 though on the season. He's that's deep, but it's going foul, drifting ever so slightly into the stands along the third baseline, deep along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike to Winston Draper. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Draper. No outs with nobody on. That's outside as well, ball 2. 2-1. Beewolves 6, Sandcats 2. Beewolves with a 4-run lead. There's a roller, and Bertha Banks is going to get on it and make the throw to Alora Franco for the first out, and Draper is retired. Dolph Stake, the center fielder, is neutral and fit, known as a utility player around the league. He's 1 for 2 today, hitting .295 on the season. He broke his bat, hitting that one foul along the third baseline, so they'll count that as a strike. Well, no balls, 1 strike to Dolph Stake. There's a swinging bunt out in front of home plate. Picked it up. Von Stewart picked it up, threw it to Franco to retire Stake. So 2 quick outs, and Rodney Park, the shortstop, he's neutral and fit. He's got bad jumps and breath. Bad breath and jumps.
That's what I heard.
That's in there for called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Fran Japani is locked in and fit. There's a roller to Bertha Banks. She'll pick that one up, make the long throw to Franco for the third out. 1, 2, 3. We're heading into the top of the 8th, Tommy. And it's Beewolves 6, Sandcats 2 still. Alora Franco 2 for 4 with a home run. Ruby Green 3 for 4 today with a home run. 2 for 4. Gasser Morris has thrown 4 pitches with giving up 2 hits. His ERA is at 10.64 right now. Alora Franco is neutral and fit.
2 for 4 with a home run. I know you said you wanted
oh, wow.
Line it right back to Morris. I was going to say, I know you want Japani to go in more case. I'd like to see her go full game.
Ruby Green, the first baseman's locked in and fit right now, Tommy. She's 3 for 4 today. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. That's popped up into left field. Calling for it is Dolph Stake. He's under it to retire Ruby Green for the second out.
2 quick ones. Gina Torrance 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Probably having her best season yet for the Beewolves this year. That one's inside. Good patience. Good eye there, Reggie. This is 1-0 now. Well, that one looked higher, but that one made it in. 1 apiece. Inside corner hits it hard. Again, a liner to her favorite spot. That's going to earn her at least 2. She's going to dig for 3. She's digging for 3 people.
There you go.
Quick.
There you go.
She is quick. And
yes.
She earned that triple.
Way to go, Gina. Magic Moore, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. He's 0 for 4, though, today.
He is.
This is his thing, though. Magic Moore is going to be lifted for Polk Foster, the right fielder. Foster coming in to pinch hit for Magic Moore. Foster hitting .500 this season. He's neutral and fit. He does not have a lot of power, but he has very good ability to connect at home plate, and he does not have a lot of speed on the base pass. So Polk Foster coming in for Magic Moore. 2 outs. Gina Torrance standing at third. Foster looks at the first pitch outside, ball 1. That's a smash line drive to Hercules Bentley at first base to retire the sides.
Just a little late on it.
Yep. Beewolves 6, Sandcats 2, Knox Oxensoxen 0 for 2, Super Samson 1 for 2, and Marsha Brown 0 for 3. Japani's at 72 pitches with a strikeout. And she's gone deep, Tommy. This is what we asked after the injury to, who was it, Hurley Bender?
It was. Now at center field, Polk Foster's in the game, like you said, replacing the struggling Magic Moore, who's just not in it today. First pitch is in there. First pitch makes it in there for strike 1 the count. Bottom of the 8th, 6-2 now. Beewolves over the Sandcats. Solid contact hitter yet to swing the bat, though. 2 quick strikes, and Gina Torrance is hoping to close out early. That one's hit hard to right center field going back. Billy the boy grabs it.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy. Trying to get that fastball past him for the strikeout. Nope. Didn't work.
Super Samson, 273 on the season. I didn't see what he was in the day. 5 RBIs. Not a great hitter, but not a bad hitter. First big curveball makes it in there for strike one count. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. That one's on the high side. Strike 2. Japani impressive, going right at it. 77 pitches. Maybe he'll give him a chase. And she does throw that slider outside. He reaches out, hits it, but it's foul. Both fans from both teams getting into it right here, Pete. There it is. Strikeout, inside corner. There's that K you're looking for. Do them both.
Yes, sir.
But she's facing the dangerous Marsha Brown, who's 0 for 3 on the day. The outfield's still deep for her, but you never know. She's always capable. So Japani's got to be careful. Check swing, strike 1 outside corner. Japani confident at 80 pitches, locked in. Losing a little bit on her velocity. Whoa, that one brushes Brown back off the plate. She didn't like that. Got an angry look on her face now. Japani shakes her head, winds up, throws it. It's hard into the Beewolves dugout. I think it's retribution. 1-2 the count to Marsha Brown. 2 outs. Oh, that slider makes it just inside, misses. 2-2-2. We are locked up in front of the bogus dock sign here in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Beewolves look to close it out. Low inside corner, strike 3, and Marsha Brown didn't make it beat. She never does.
No, no, no. As we head into the top of the 9th, the Beewolves 6, Sandcats 2. It's Billy LeBoing, 3 for 4. Bertha Banks, 1 for 4. Montour, 4 for 4. Gasser Morris with 12 pitches, 3 hits. His ERA's down to 9.75. Billy LeBoing's neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Oh, that's me again.
That's pretty good. That's okay. Top of the 9th inning, Beewolves hoping to close it out here. Gasser Morris gassed. Tense. Losing a little bit on a strike. Throws a ball and a strike, even though one apiece. That one's right in there. Billy LeBoing gets it up the middle in center field, Pete. And it's Billy LeBoing day.
It should be.
Get him to sign your program.
We get the bobblehead. Bertha Banks, the third baseman, neutral and fit. 1 for 4 today with a single, hitting 400. Billy LeBank, Billy
LeBoyle.
Wow. Billy LeBoing is standing at first point. There's a just a blooper that looked like it was going to make its way into the outfield, but Park with a hop was able to pull it in.
Park, you beautiful genius. Steve Montour coming up with 1 out, inside corner, strike 1. Good movement on that one. Gasser Morris running out of gas. This is outside. I don't know what the Cats are going to do if they got to replace him here. They want him to get out of it. Ooh, inside corner, good pitch, but a little bit late. Steve Montour. Now Gasser Morris is losing stuff. Goes ball 2. This may be his last batter. That one's high inside, but Steve Montour says go for it.
No. How could you ruin his day like that? Hanley Dexter is the shortstop. He's tough out and utility player. Yeah. Gasser Morris will get pulled in favor of Ice Vayner, the closing pitcher. Vayner has a 6.97 ERA, a 1.74 whip, and 8 strikeouts on this season. He's neutral and fit. He's got excellent velocity, excellent junk. He's got less than average accuracy, and he's not fully rested, but he's pretty rested. He's known around the league as a composed pitcher. He's got a 4-seam fastball and a slider. He'll be facing off against Hanley Dexteras in the top of the 9th. 2 outs with Billy LeBoing standing at first base. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. That's popped up into shallow right field, and it drops in front of Mark Brown for a clean single. So Hanley Dexteras now and Billy LeBoing standing at first and second, respectively.
Hanley's always dangerous. Pulled that one in right field. A good hit there. 0 for 3 is Buster Biggs on the day. Not that impressive. 2 outs. Pressure's up here. The top of the 9th. Gasser Moore. Ice Vayner, has to close things out for the Sandcats. He throws his 4th pitch right to him, Pete. And that's gone. He nails it off the monster wall in center field. And that's it. That is it. 3-run home run. Way to go, 1 for 4. Buster Biggs' 3rd home run and 8th RBI of the season. What a way to turn things around.
Yes, sir. Laura Franco, the first baseman, neutral and fit, hitting 2 for 5 with a home run and a single. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs in the 9th. There's a smash. That'll get into right field for a clean single for Laura Franco. And the score is now 9-2 Beewolves in the top of the 9th.
The designated hitter,
Ruby Green, 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. That's a great day for a DH. And she's helped the Beewolves get this hard-earned victory. I say it a little prematurely against the Sandcats, but I'd be surprised if they get 7 runs to get back in this. A ball and then a strike to Louis Green. Another ball, 97 miles an hour though. The tense Ice Vayner is still throwing hard, and that one's in the gap. Vincent Draper picks it up. Those are the first. What a defensive play by the Cats second baseman.
So we're heading into the bottom of the 9th. Beewolves 9 runs on 22 hits. Sandcats 2 runs on 4 hits. Hercules Bentley 0 for 3. Hoots Harvey 0 for 3. Hito Moonshada 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Japani's at 84 pitches with 3 strikeouts.
The first baseman, Hercules.
Bentley 0 for 3 today. She's neutral and well.
She?
Japani is on fire and fit right now. Allen's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Japani's at 85, make that 86 pitches. Oh, and that was, and Alora Franco tried to get on it. Unfortunately, who went up and who went down? Hoots Harvey, the center fielder, runner at first base with nobody out. Hoots Harvey 0 for the day, known as an RBI man. Slow runner at first base, though. Allen's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Allen's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Hoots Harvey. No outs with a runner at first. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1 to Hoots Harvey, the designated hitter. That's popped up into left field, and that's gone. 2-run shot by Hoots Harvey makes it 9-4 in the bottom of the 9th. That traveled 384 feet. That's Harvey's 5th home run and 13th RBI of the season. And the score is now 9-4. Hito Moonshada, the 10th but fit third baseman, steps in. Favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 3 today. No outs in the bottom of the 9th.
Peace.
That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called strike. Strike 2. 2 quick strikes on Moonshada. And Japani's in the driver's seat. And there's a roller to Alora Franco. Franco will pick it up, make the run over himself to retire Moonshada for the first out. 1 out, and Winston Draper, the locked in and fit second baseman, steps in. That's going to Hanley Dexter's on the ground. He'll pick it up, make a quick throw to Alora Franco for the second out. And Draper's mojo has taken a hit. So 2 outs. Dolph Stake, the center fielder, neutral and fit. 1 for 3 today. Represents the last hope the Sandcats have. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And that's a roller to Hanley Dexter, who will pick it up, make the throw to Alora Franco for the third out. And the Beewolves win, Tommy. They finished the first quarter of the season with a winning record. And man, what a record.
Yes. I like that record. I like both sides of that record.
Yes, sir.
How about that? Well, geez, I guess it started like we wanted it to. Beewolves get 2 runs early. The Sandcats answer quickly in the second. I think they answered so fast I forgot to grab the replays on those 2. The Beewolves, though, decide they're not going to let them get away with it too long. They get 1 in the 3rd, 2 more in the 4th. There's a couple innings with nothing going on. They get 1 more in the 7th, and then that big home run, 3-run home run by help me out.
I can't remember who hit the last.
I'm looking at a Buster Biggs. Buster Biggs. I see him in my dreams. Okay. Buster Biggs gets that one. After being 0 for 3, he goes 1 for 4. The Sandcats put 2 on late, but they can't overcome the 22 hits to 6, 9-4 victory.
Yeah, I mean, Japani kept them less than double-digit hits. Oh, man, what a game. I mean, really, there's only, what is it? It was 2 pitches because that in the second inning, I think the Sandcats scored on a single. They were able to get 2 runners across. So it was really only 2 pitches that got away from her.
Yeah, look at that. Only 1 non-pitching sub the whole game. Poke Buster coming in for the struggling Magic Moore. And you look at those there. Hanley Dexter's his respectable day. Goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs. Gets an RBI. It was walks and strikes out, which is kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Buster Biggs only goes 1 for 4, but it's that 3-run home run that really keeps him in it. Alora Franco, 3 for 6. We had two batters bat 6 times. Her and Ruby Green each go 500 on the day. And we've got a couple batting averages. We have 4 batters in the 400 speed. Laura Franco, Ruby Green, Hope Foster, who came in, he went 0 for 1, but his average fell to 400.
Yeah.
And then Billy LeBoinke, 409. It was Billy LeBoinke, 4 for 5 with a run. Ugh. Steve Monstour, 4 for 5.
Yep. Scored 2 runs, struck out once.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What a game. Marsha Brown, 0 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Hercules Bentley, 1 for 4. Well, let's talk about the 3 that I mentioned. Marsha Brown, Japani held her to 0 for 4, struck her out once.
Yeah.
Hito Moonshada, he's the other guy you got to be careful of. 0 for 4, he struck out once. And then Dolph Stake. Stake was 1 for 4, and he did score a run, but that's,
Yeah, their cleanup hitter, Hito Moonshada, the big guy, they bring in to win their games for him. Strikes out.
They did a number on him. He's leaving here tense, if not rattled.
Yeah. Here's something on the pitching, though. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Pitching, even on the strikeouts. Beewolves get 3, Sandcats get 3. Fran Japani goes the complete game, goes above and beyond what they asked her. They wanted her to go deep. She threw the whole thing. 9 innings, only 6 hits in 9 innings, Pete. Not even 1 inning.
Yeah.
4 earned runs. Doesn't walk anyone. Gets 3 Ks. Gives up 1 home run late game after throwing over like 90 pitches. So you can give her that one. Her ERA improves to a 6.97, and she's now 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, and man, what a game! Yeah, like you say, she came in with an ERA down to 6. Between the last game and this game, I think our relief staff is probably all rested up at this point. You know,
Yeah.
After having to do a yeoman's job of taking over for Hurley Bender after he was injured after only 8 pitches. In that game. They should be fully rested now. But Sebastian Morrow, he's going to take the loss on this one. He pitched 3 2/3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 earned runs. Tom.
That's
2 walks, a strikeout. He gave up 2 home runs for a guy who came in with no ERA. He's walking out of here with a 3.38 ERA, and his record is 0-1. Iago pitched 3 innings. She gave up 6 hits, 1 strikeout. She's leaving with an ERA of 4.08. Her record is 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 save. What was it? Gunnar Morris?
Gasser.
That's right. Gasser Morris. Gasser Morris pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout. He left with an ERA of 9.95, which actually came down. He came in with a ERA over 10. So his record stays at 2 wins, no losses, and 1 save. And then pitched a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 home run. He's walking out of here with an 8.44 ERA. That's their closer.
That's the opposite of what you need your closer to do. That's
so the Sandcats are going to be feeling this loss, I think, for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for a minute. Players of the game.
Okay. First player of the game, Laura Franco, the first baseman, good old number 82. She's back, and she's better than ever. She went 3 for 6 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and she scored a run herself, Tom.
She did. Unusual suspect there in second, the B-plus ranked left fielder, number 39, Buster Biggs, who was 0 for 3 until it came up, went 1 for 4, that one being a home run, 3 RBIs, because it was a 3-run smash to deep center field right behind his card there. And he also gets a run himself, puts himself in second.
And then the third star of the game, Ruby Green, the designated hitter today. She went 3 for 6, a home run, 2 RBIs, and she scored a run herself. So, way to go, Ruby. Nice to see her hitting. Like we came into the season and we knew, based on the previous season, that Ruby Green can hit the ball. She's a good hit. She was a good hitter, and she struggled out of the gate. So it's nice to see her kind of getting up there.
That was all you today, Pete. Look at that.
Tommy G had 7 hits, 1 RBI, and
which isn't bad.
Contribution 35%. I was seeing the ball well today. I had 15 hits, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 1 great catch, 3 strikeouts, 65%. So.
Jeez, I think that's your best. You were serious about that bragging rights.
I was. It was, it's our town. and they got to know. They got to know whose town it is.
Right.
Whose town? Our town.
Grind them down. Didn't have to be so rude about it. All right. Well, yeah. I guess we'll try and fix it up there. I know the last couple have been gone a little bit longer. We gotta hopefully cut down on the length of some of these a little bit, so we won't be too long. But we got 11 other games before our next game here, where we're going to be hosting the Warblers. Although I will say, if we take a look at the schedule real quick, that we've got 2 more home games before we start seeing away games. We're going to host the Warblers, and then the Crocodiles coming to town before we finally get out on the road again to meet the Freebooters. Come home for a short one, then it's back and forth, and then we start releasing. All right.
You dropped out there.
Oh, sorry, I kind of mumbled.
Okay.
I do that.
Well, we owe the Warblers though too. This is a rematch of the second game of the season, and the Warblers put it on us 13-3. So we owe these guys.
Quick little note: I saw on the ticker, tied for best batting average in the league, Gina Torrance at 477.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Well,
and we've 6-5, so we're still 2 games out, but our run differential has gone to +4.
Nice. That's close. Look at that. 1 game, 2 games, 4 games. It's still a close division, but we're getting in there with this here Lindsay Warblers. Anyway, we will let you go for now, and we will be back here at home again, like you said. We host those Colorado Warblers. And actually, now I want to go to the schedule one more time. We played the Warblers one other time, or no?
Do we play them 3 times?
Oh, we played them twice. They beat us last time badly.
Right.
13-3.
Right.
That was our most one-sided loss on the season. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a beat down. So we owe them dinner. We're gonna feed it to them with a shovel.
We do. Yeah. Nice big crow pie for dessert too. You're gonna get them. Yeah. Batting average. Yeah. Like you were saying, Gina Torrance is tied for the best batting average in the league, and Billy LeBoink is on there at number 6.
Oh wow. All right. Well, we'll see you live from the Hive before the next game if you watch on the Twitch channel. It's Tommy Naperville at Twitch. Always go to PJ Play too, and on PJ on YouTube for some of the 2-minute digest of some of these games that we had in the past. A good way to catch up on how the Beewolves have progressed this season. So
yeah, 2-minute digest. The first 3 are about 2 minutes. I'm gonna have to start expanding. I'm gonna play with it a little bit.
All right, well, check those out. I don't know over there right now. And until the next time we'll see you, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.